Do you need me
Everybody
to
is back in
zoom my
place.
camera out? It is very intense. on my
Nope.
face.
You're good.
Oh,
I lied, though. We're live. We're doing things.
Hey!
Oh, hello.
I hit the wrong button. So we're doing it! Nobody can
Doing it
see my
live.
face. That's right. We're doing it live.
making
Nobody
it
can see
happen.
my face, but you all know what I look like. So we're going to take a brief minute here and running left to right, doing some player introduction, starting with Abby.
Hi, everybody. My name is Abby. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm going to be playing Mara, the Brenneri Mystic. Is there anything else you'd like me to include?
No, anything you want to include about yourself, where to find you, what you do?
Yeah. You can find me on Twitter at abhorrentabby. You can also find me on Tabletop Potluck. So if you just Google Tabletop Potluck, you will find that in most platforms.
All right, Cam.
Hi, it's Cam. I'll be playing Yarlin Seatooth, the Yusoki operative tonight. You can find me at Full Round Action Gaming, and I also just hang out with Matt a lot.
It's a good time. All right, Kay.
Hey, well, I am Kay. I work in video games by day and do TTRPG stuff every chance I get. You can find me in the chat at Chaotic Wholesome or on Twitter at Chaotic Wholesome Presents or on Twitter at KDamnFear. I'm on the Emergency Power podcast with Leslie. I think you're over there. Every other Wednesday. Leslie over there. Check it out. We got some fun stuff upcoming, including a My Little Pony, and I will be playing XM X-M 616 unknown, the android technomancer, better known as Kai.
Better known as Kai. All right, and speaking of Leslie.
Yes, I'm Leslie. Hi. You can find me on Emergency Power Podcast primarily, where I am a player and sometimes GM. You can also find me currently on the Greatest Guardians Gaming Twitch channel, where we're playing Avatar Legends. That's a really fun campaign. And then if you want to follow me on socials, I'm on Mastodon. My handle is EPN_Leslie at dice.camp.
And of course, last but not least, Najra.
Hey everyone, I'm Najra. I don't play APs that much, but you can find me at Najra Creations on most social medias. I'm a cosmaker and a fashion designer. And I will be playing Blackscale, our best bounty hunter.
It's going to be a good time. So, as you all know, I'm Matt, he, him. I am the producer, creative director, and wearer of many hats here at MimicsNMisfits. And we are diving into our Starfinder adventure. As a heads up for folks, I always like to start things off with, they're going to be exploring a space station in response to a distress call, which can be creepy. There are some instances of flashing lights, audio-based jump scares, some monstrous sound effects, and difficult decisions that are going to come up in-game. If at any point you are uncomfortable with the events on stream, please step away. While we love having everyone here, your mental well-being comes before any games that we might be playing. That said, you are on your return trip from your latest job, and it turns out that computer parts and toys aren't all that different in some languages. As you find yourself standing around a collection of boxes, ready to dive in and get all the upgrades and beautiful things promised, you instead find stuffed bears and little dolls that when you squeeze them say, "I love you." Aboard
Don't really
your...
understand. This wasn't just a box full of left arms. Doesn't even have anything useful.
It's just
I mean, if
replacement
one
parts.
of them lists an S left arm, we have parts to replace it, don't we?
That's true, I
All right.
suppose.
And you know it's always the left glove that you lose. Every time, it's the left glove.
I've never lost a glove because I've never owned gloves.
Listen, Texas, get out of here. So,
Yep.
Look, I don't want to make a big deal out of this, but
And then Yarla's just gonna hop in the pile and start reaching around.
Is there anything in particular you are searching for?
I found it.
And I bring up a little xylophone. Just ding, 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 ding. And just, yeah, we're gonna get real annoying.
you're playing Hot Cross
Banging out
Buns.
the tunes.
Really?
Do you actually play that thing or just bang on it?
Yeah, a little column A, a little column B. I'd like to think I'll practice, but most likely it'll just end up in one of the ventilation shafts, make weird noises at night.
I
when the
just
ship
want to
idles.
know how far away I should sit.
No, probably pretty far.
Probably
My
pretty.
first time.
Their interest will not wane quickly enough. I can assure you of this.
I don't think we're gonna get paid for this.
No,
What's a
it
greater prize than
appears.
the smile of a child?
And Yarla will just give you the bugger.
Are you a child?
By Yosoki standards, probably not, but, by your standards, I'm like 6, so probably.
Mara claps her hands and goes, "The smile of a child, then. Wonderful."
I do believe that credits to put food in the bellies of a child would be a greater reward.
I'd prefer credits for food for my belly, but
You organics do consume a large quantity of foods.
Or ammo, or fuel, or,
Most things.
yeah.
Consume.
Consume.
Yeah, consume.
So, you find yourselves aboard my retirement plan. A state-of-the-art, at least 40 years ago when it was built. The ship is well suited to supporting your small survey team. Equipped with 5 strike-burn engines, omnidirectional movement controls, and of course, its very own bathroom. For your purposes, it serves quite well. Facing the main window of the ship, you can see a well-worn captain's... You can open the boxes?
No.
It told me you wanted to. Yeah, it told me you wanted to open the box.
Door.
Oh, okay. Facing the main window of the ship, you can see a well-worn captain's chair in front of a trio of monitors. Every so often, the screen flickers, threatening to go out. Jump seats sit to the right and left, a few feet behind the captain's chairs. Control for the ship's few guns, and engine status screens on their respective chairs. Amidst the steady hum of the environmental controls, your radar blips every 30 seconds, indicating your usual status. All clear. Touring the back of the craft leads you to the necessary restroom, a trio of bunks, as well as the food prep and storage areas. And of course, situated well at the back is the ship's engines, in a mass of tubes and wires. Home for Yarlin. As you're making your trip back, your workday is interrupted by a steadily increasing ping from your radar. Static echoes throughout the ship as the radio picks up a transmission.
Automated distress signal. SRS Polaris. Anomaly detected. Requesting all nearby craft respond for support. Contact Chief Medical Officer. Good old modified. This message will repeat. Automated distress. SRS Polaris. Anomaly detected. Requesting all nearby crafts respond for support. Contact Chief Medical Officer Goodall.
The radar continues to ping with increasing frequency. The message repeating every so often, sometimes overwritten with a light scream.
Well, perhaps this trip won't be entirely in vain. There might be a reward for the rescue of this crew.
Or, and hear me out, ding 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 ding.
That is a compelling argument, but I don't think we can just leave those poor souls to just rot away in the vacuum of space forever.
Oh no, it's real easy. You just turn off the comms.
Yarlin, what's the radar telling us?
I'll go over. Do I need to make a computer check, or do I just know this?
No, I would say you know the ship well enough. From the location being provided and your radar ping, you have about 2 hours before you're going to arrive at this location.
It looks like it's about 2 hours away. I mean, worst case scenario, I guess we could just stop by and see if there's anything we could pry off it and leave.
Kai waves a hand, and much like the hex grid pattern across their eyes, just this computer interface appears in front of them. So while Yarlin's like running, scurrying over the computer, they're already like poking away at this, nodding and doing math.
Rifala Lati will look over Kai's shoulder. What do you think, Kai? What do your calculations tell you?
It is a decently large station. It would not take us out of our way in any true capacity to visit. We could always judge once we are closer.
Blackscale kicks one of the boxes and says, I don't think we're in any rush to get back.
The left arms, no!
Well, I advise everyone to prepare for the worst. We don't know exactly what caused this distress call. It could be dangerous.
Judging by these screams overlaid, yes.
That means
Medical
it's gonna be
officer.
fun.
You have very weird ideas of fun. Fun is getting a xylophone and going in the vents and keeping your crewmates awake all day. That's fun. Getting
That
eaten?
is also
Not
a
fun.
way to have your life cut short, from my understanding.
I'm already pretty short, so what else?
All right,
Well-
so you have 2 hours
Yarlin-
time as a group.
Yeah. I think Yarlin pilots the ship, so hop in there and crack open
Okay.
an energy drink. There's just
no,
a
not
ton
again.
of them on the console. There's a ton of them on the console. There's too many on the console.
The console is just overflowing with cans.
Yeah. Blackscale is gonna go to like their closet and start pulling up like grenades and
All
other
right.
stuff.
Doing the 80s action movie montage of shooting
Yeah.
guys.
Everyone else is like standing around playing with toys, like guys at their holographic interface, and Black's just like
Detecting the load in her weapon.
Where'd Blackscale get the rocket launcher? What's going on?
I believe it was in one of the boxes. Perhaps you would like to investigate.
It just shoots confetti.
Mara's standing in front of a mirror just going, Hello, my name is Mara. I'm pleased to meet your acquaintance. Do you study? Takes out a list. Do you worship? Takes a list. Hylax, Iomidai, Sarenrae, Yaraesa, Desna, Waden, Abadar, Talavet, just going through the entire list of deities that she knows, which is most of them.
That's
I
amazing.
think Rafala Lati, who usually you all just call them Lati, sits down like right in the center of the ship's hallway and just begins to meditate and concentrates on their Solarian, what is it called? Sidereal influence.
Kai finds a corner, keeps their holographic interface open, and just makes sure everything's on course. Does some reconfigurations to try to make it fuel just like 0.5% more efficient.
An excellent attempt. As the time passes, eventually quite a large space station does come into view. Small blue lights blinking in the distance, signaling the docking area.
Can we check the scanners to see if there's anything else? This looks too quiet.
Stand by. And yes, I would like to scan for life forms, scan for environmental status on the ship. What can we learn?
Okay. Go ahead and make a computers check for me to interface with the ship's systems.
That is a 23.
All right, excellent.
With
So,
only a 12 on the dice.
there is life detected. Around 15 different life forms that are identified as crew members. As
That
for the
seems
status...
small for such a big space station, correct?
Yes, that is a very small number for the hundreds that should be here. As for the status of the systems, the ship's main generator seems to have a very low output, and all systems indicate water purification is offline, heating is offline, and oxygen is at minimal levels.
Sure, your environmental protections are turned on when we enter. You wouldn't want to catch yourself the death of cold.
Yes, it seems that has happened to a rather large percentage of the station's inhabitants. I would give you the numbers, but I seem to be scolded whenever I do this. Please.
We just don't need it to the 10th decimal. We don't need it to the... Just 1 or 2 is fine.
I happen to value accuracy.
Real quick, what's the difference between accuracy and precision?
Yes.
No. Excellent.
Chug.
Anyway,
Reaches carefully, tries to take the energy drink.
Just holds up a finger. No.
Did you hold up a finger and chug?
Yeah, just the wait.
Just holding the can and Yarlin's clinging to it.
Yes. This causes your pulse to increase by an exponential rate every time.
It feels good.
I am concerned for your well-being.
That's my heart right now.
That sounds rather like the xylophone.
How does our ship exit look like? It's like a small door, it's like a big door.
So the ship exit is right here.
Okay.
It is a 5-foot wide door for you to move through,
Okay.
and I can get us onto the proper map as we arrive at the space station.
Is everyone equipped and suited?
Yeah.
I think so.
And just push the button on my chest. Hear everything seal up.
Yep.
Black Scale is gonna like get in front of the door, which they probably cover the entire 5 feet of door, including their equipment,
Okay.
just in case.
So, upon approach, a pair of docking arms reach out as your ship settles in, the process all too familiar at this point. Jostling the ship ever closer, a small walkway extends from the main steel bridge. With a soft thump and a light rocking, the hiss of pistons denotes a completed connection. You are now welcome to leave the ship.
Waiting on GM.
Oh, right, I have to bring you to this map. You are correct.
Yeah.
I have to do things.
New VTT.
Processing.
Push the button. Let's do everything around
Processing.
Black Scale is gonna take their shield in front because this looks, as Kai said, this is like too quiet, and there's just a few people, so they expect someone or something kill the rest.
I was just gonna say, GM, for camera levels, can you tell us where we're entering so I can set my camera level? Because
You are entering at the main floor, so max.
Thank you.
Max camera level once you're off the ship. I have it set to 58.2 right now, so that you can see the
Thank
door
you.
and stuff. Yep.
Okay, and I am going to open the door, and if nothing attacks us, walk into the ship very slowly.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
The door slides open, and although it's not here because I can't build temporary things, there is a small extendable walkway leading from your location to this bridge over here. So what is your marching order?
Let's
Across
use in
this
the
small
back,
bridge.
not because
Okay.
not necessarily because they like to take up the back, but just because they're very slow and you all have to wait for them to catch up. I'm not as fast as I used to be, and I don't have legs, so you're going to have to be patient.
Yarlin just does laps around with you.
You
All
literally
those energy
can't.
drinks.
My
Banging
offer to
the
get you a
xylophone.
cart.
No, the
My offer to get
xylophone's
you a
gone.
cart still stands. If you want one.
I'm not an invalid. I won't be pushed around on a wheelchair just yet.
Just yet.
Yeah, so I figure probably it's either Black Scale or Yarlin first, depending on if we
Okay.
are going loud or quiet.
Black
Sounds
Scale,
like Flat Scale is taking the lead.
yeah, Black Scale
I'm
is
with it.
gonna it's doing the kind of the tank thing of shielding you all with the shield, just in case there's a surprise waiting.
Sorry, I can't seem to. Every time I zoom in on the ship,
Yeah,
it appears, so I can't
same.
really grab my character.
Okay. Let me
That's
get folks
you.
across here.
Yeah, thank you.
And as the majority of you make your way across, you start to hear hissing, and the extendable bridge begins to spark. Lottie,
Okay.
Yes.
can you make a reflex save for me,
I'll
please?
take that wheelchair now. Thank you. Okay, reflex save, huh? Ooh, a natural 2 for a 5.
Ooh,
Okay.
yeah.
As Lottie begins to cross the bridge, about halfway, you hear mechanical grinding and then see the bridge drop out. As Lottie
Ah.
drops,
Ah!
falling
How far?
50 feet.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
fuck.
Am I dead?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
That would be
Is that
the
5d6 in
fastest.
Starfinder, or is it half?
It's
half all
it's like
distance?
yeah, it would probably be. I think the first 10 is free, so 4d6.
The first 10 is... Well, if it's
Oh,
like
I'm in
Pathfinder 1,
cinematic
the
mode.
first 10 is non-lethal, and then it turns lethal because you didn't intend to fall, so it's not free. Oh boy.
How
I
Here we
see a
go.
lot of dice.
how far was Lati from me when they fell?
About the halfway point, so 15 feet.
Okay.
I think that's
Okay.
manageable.
Yeah.
So,
Garland,
as the
where is
dice
your rope?
roll
I-
and Lati impacts, that's where we're going to take a brief ad break. So, as always, ads don't do anything for us, but they do allow folks to join us ad-free, and we swap over to our Be Right Back screen to make sure that nobody misses out on any of the story. So, we'll be back here in just about 3 minutes. Alright, and we're back. And, Lati, you take 16 points of damage from the
Ouch.
fall.
That's almost all of my stamina.
We are only level 3.
Yes.
What's a level? You say the weirdest things.
Oh, we're on
Then
level 3 of
Yarlin-
the station.
Oh,
It is a
I see,
ranking
I
I
see.
have applied to each of our skills.
Oh,
Oh, what's my ranking?
Also
0.
3.
oh
Would
my
you please
bad.
use your rope and
Yeah,
assist
yeah, yeah.
our
And then
companion?
Yarlin will tie it off, and
Lati, you okay?
Yeah.
I think so. I'm going to activate the light from my stellar moat, and also because I am a cephaloom, I have my species ability bioluminescence, which increases that level of light. So it's full, like standard brightness, out to 20 feet, and I just want to take a quick look around before I go back up.
Okay. So, looking around from where you are, there's a dice graveyard.
Yeah.
There is a small maintenance hatch over here. You can see a locked and barred door, but not much else from where you are. You are welcome to move closer if you so choose.
I see a door down here, some kind of maintenance tunnel. Depending on the level of access, this might be a better way in.
Mara's going to send a telepathic message saying, "Do you want us to come to you, or do you want to come up to us?"
I'm just going to take a closer look.
Oh, please. How? They're 50 feet down from us,
Yep.
and this hatch kind of. This is where this little wall ends. This is an open space in front of me.
Yep.
Yes, this is
It's no-
where you are is where the bridge was extending
Okay.
and has
Yeah,
since
Kai
fallen.
would like to use a level 0 spell and just cast Detect Magic straight down the hall in front of us, and then would like to kind of lean out the side and look down and just detect magic that way. So it's a cone-shaped 60 feet.
Okay.
So that way, just to kind of there, and then I don't know if from where they're standing at this corner they can actually see into that ledge, but if there's anything pinging, it would be nice to know.
There is nothing at the moment that pings as magical beyond whatever you are currently carrying.
All right. And then can I quickly try to interface with the computer and just see if I can learn anything more now that we're on the ship? Any more communicative?
Yeah, absolutely.
Where's
I know
the
where it is.
closest panel for connection?
Oh, I'm just going to bring up my holographic interface. Just a hex grid just appears in front because I can then access any computer.
Just Wi-Fi connections.
Yeah.
Yeah, within 30 feet. I've got to be within 30 feet of it.
Okay.
That is a 25.
Okay. And
Layouts.
your holographic interface swaps over, and you can read there are a number of reported issues. The topmost flashing is warning, fault in docking bay, extension path.
That would have been useful. Approximately 3.25 minutes ago. Thank you.
The security booth says, warning, contaminant detected.
Where?
Main hall, unavailable. Damage reported.
I will relay this to the group. And looking at a map, I assume the main hall is directly
The next.
in front of us.
Yes, so main hall would be going through this door. It's hard to say how far that is. And security booth is also in that same area. And that is the limits of the computer you can reach from where you are.
There is a contaminant in the main hall, and it is unavailable. We perhaps should follow our sage's advice. And they look very expectantly at everyone because they're trying very hard to learn humor.
Sure. All right, who's the sage?
I believe they were speaking of me.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we cannot go straight here, let's get everyone down.
Yeah, Yarlin grabs the rope and just swings out and rappels down quickly.
Lati still hasn't made it to the hatch to go check it out.
Yarlin runs past.
There's a little back pain, sciatica.
Oh,
Is everyone going down?
Oh.
I believe so.
Yeah, we better stay together.
and I actually stay. I was mean, but I will stay. And I'd like to roll a perception to see what I see.
Okay.
+9. 11.
That's an 11. While you are in a space station,
Okay.
it is difficult to see too far. Unfortunately, much like you can see on the map, the lighting is all up above, and the dock itself, as well as your ship, are now blocking large sections of the light from reaching this space.
We do have a glowfish.
You do have a glowfish, and that is 20 feet, correct?
I have 60 feet of dark vision, if it matters.
Oh,
Same.
that does matter.
Yep, me too.
So, you can instead see this lovely maintenance hatch. There's a chain link fence set to the left and a barred gate set to the right. It does appear to be actively engaged at the moment.
Guys, Blackscale's gonna stay last, and it's gonna be like, do we want to leave the rope here in case we cannot come back from upstairs, or do we want to recover the rope and bring it with us?
I think we should keep it here because if that door's locked, we gotta go back up again, right?
Everyone agrees?
There
What
doesn't
you mean?
appear to be another way back up, so yes.
Also, to clarify, which rope did you take? The one that you were given from the ship?
Yes.
Yep.
So, the special ability of that rope is that if you cut it, it will regrow.
Yep.
Oh,
So cut a
okay.
little piece of it.
So yeah,
Yep.
so Blackscale is gonna go like halfway down. Well, no, like it's gonna cut about 6 feet from the rope
Okay.
because they're like 6'5". So
Okay. So then both lengths return to a 50-foot length of grown rope.
And almost as soon as Kai gets down, they will put out a hand to stop Yarlin from sprinting directly to it and say, "Let me poke it first."
Okay.
And then we'll go forward close enough to get within 30 feet, and we'll use a psychokinetic hand to just poke at the latch and the bars and just see if anything like sparks or any traps or anything like that.
Okay. Are you being particularly quiet about your activity, or just meh, 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 meh?
Yarlin just cringing as the spells are being cast, like, oh.
Not rattling anything, but like walking up and like kind of touching it, because if something's going to spark or go off, you want it to happen to the not their hand as opposed to a hand attached to someone.
That's fair. There is nothing that responds when the door itself is touched.
Can I just... is it like a lift and move latch?
It is a seal bolt latch, so there are 5 bolts in the door that are pressure locked into the wall.
We'll dismiss the hand. This may require more muscle than I am capable of, even with my technology. And their little hand is like made out of little hex grid squares too. Like everything's like this weird teal honeycomb magic.
I'm gonna move forward and check it to see like what part, like how do I apply strength to it to try to open it.
Okay. So let's see what... Is anyone trained in physical science?
Nope.
I am.
Not me.
Would you like to make a physical science check for the application of force in this
I
scenario?
would be very happy to. That is a 17.
Okay. So, although the door has heavy bolts along this edge of the wall, it's a chain link fence. It's a chain link fence right there.
Okay.
I believe that rather than attempting to do this through cunning, it might be better to simply remove that section.
That's gonna
Backseat
be real
driver.
loud. That's gonna... Okay.
There was like 15 people here, so
15 people, but we do not know what else.
Don't keep saying people, but we don't know it's people, right? There's a medical officer that's screaming, there's a lot of stuff here.
And you gotta be alive to scream.
Humanoid sentience, switch registered. But please remember that this is 15 out of potentially 100 times that number aboard this ship.
okay.
Kind of what...
So
Can, Matt, may I go to this door and see if there's any way I can pick it? As soon as I start seeing the vest, like, getting ready to bolt through the chain link.
yeah.
Like, 1 second. Let me just take a look at this.
Okay. So moving up, there is a visible lock on it that you could attempt to pick. It is going to be very difficult to achieve.
You know what? I'll give it a try. I have
Okay.
a plus 11 to this roll. Nope. Probably not.
Nope.
17.
No, that is unfortunately not enough.
Little one, you tried.
I did.
And Yarlin will step back.
The tail is gonna scoop in and just move Yarlin.
Whee!
And I'm just gonna link my claws into it and try to pull.
Okay.
Does it do anything when I link my claws into it? No.
No, there's no electrical response or anything. So it is strictly a matter of how much force you can apply to this chain link to rip it out. So what is your total strength score?
16.
Okay. The chain link starts to budge, but whatever has it set into the concrete, you alone are not strong enough to remove this.
Ooh.
Ah. Do you require assistance?
I might continue this pulling.
I'm not as strong as you, but I can see what I can do. I have a 13.
Kai will summon their psychokinetic hand. So, like 5 pounds of pulling.
5 pounds of pulling is enough to add to their scores
Oh.
to remove this section of chain link fence.
Does the thing where they like without stopping pulling, just like reaccommodate.
And the hallway is now open to you.
All right.
How loud was that? Like how boned are we?
Oh, it's loud. It's you are ripping metal out of concrete.
Very helpfully, Kai will look and go,
You're getting
Top
it, Kai.
tier.
You're getting it.
We'll just apologize for their fence later. It's okay.
Why is there a fence on a space station? I'm so confused.
They either wanted to keep something out, or they want to keep something in.
Maybe they've got livestock.
Yeah,
Maybe.
livestock.
I've
Only
seen weirder
one way
stuff.
to find out.
You want me to go first, or are we going in all together? Loud and proud.
How about you?
quietly.
Yeah, quietly check.
Okay. I'll go poke around the corner real quick.
I'm gonna lift the shield just in case.
Does anyone here not have dark vision?
I think we all have it.
Okay, then Lati will dim their light.
Okay.
Matt, do you want to roll my stealth check for me, or do I roll it for myself?
Go ahead.
Okie dokie.
I know what you're up against, so
That is a 25.
Ooh,
excellent.
Respectable.
Plus 16.
Wow.
Operatives. It's at level 3.
Rat folk with, halfling feet grafts. Yeah.
All right. Stepping into the tunnel, your hair immediately stands on end. Energy fills the air around you as a panel nearby sparks briefly before you hear a fuse pop. The air is warm, filled with screams, and lightly humid. The hallway leads ahead a bit, a yellow floor with warning strips running a 40-foot length, with a tunnel leading off to the right 15 feet before a bulkhead door.
I just want to back up for a second. Did you say the air was filled with screams and slightly...
Yes! Yes, I did! You are correct, I did say
Over
that.
that bit.
Yarlin's
Worst
going-
weather report I ever heard.
Garland is going to peek around the corner and basically just keep pushing forward for now. When they get to the end of this, they'll motion for the party to come up to this corner before they go around the next one.
Okay.
Come on.
okay. I'm gonna follow ahead just in case something explodes.
Here.
I'm gonna stay here.
And I'm just throwing this out so you could toss it to me when it is time. Obviously, Kai is constantly trying to figure out a computer to talk to. Because they are much easier to speak to than the organics. But
That's fair.
just know that's kind of fairly constantly going, so I'm not just constantly like, okay, is there one in 30 feet yet?
Unfortunately, in the maintenance tunnels, your access to computers is much more limited than would be in the upper area of the space station.
That is.
Does it look like it would be a what?
Does it look like an elevator ahead of me?
No, there is actually a rather large ladder
Okay.
leading up right here. And the hallway that you're looking down, heat reflectors line the left-hand wall behind a duo of pipes. Barely lit, there's a bulkhead door just beyond the end of the pipe. And you hear a just lovely...
Oh.
That was
as a creature comes charging down the hallway from the far end.
Okay.
incredible.
I would like to use ghost sound just to make that sound back at it.
Okay.
See,
No, Kai, play.
This is a very comfortable scenario to have combat.
Yeah.
It's like 10 feet wide, space. Great.
Is this initiative time, or have I been spooted?
Alright, so I'm going to move you up just a tiny bit so that you can see what you're looking at here. Down that hall.
I don't like that. Take me back.
What?
Take me away.
Oh,
It is up to you. It is far enough away that you can guide the party out of the room and back up. You can choose to go up the maintenance ladder, or you can face whatever this creature is.
apologies. I thought it was actively charging down the hall at us. If it's that far away, I did not make the noise back.
Okay.
Yes.
No, it is charging down this hall.
Yeah, I assumed it was like, as you were explaining, it was going to come around the corner immediately in front of your.
So, how far is still from us? Like,
It's a
when
ways.
when we hear the sound.
It is.
Jarl.
So Yarlin, you can identify it's roughly 60 feet from your position.
Yeah. So it comes into my dark vision, and I immediately just whip back around the wall and go flat up against it, and then slowly start shimmying back towards the party.
There is some really, I forgive my language, fucked up shit around the corner. I don't know how to describe it. It has 3 heads. It's glowy. It looks like it might be dead. Also might be a ghost. It's really fucked up. I don't like it.
And how do you know that's not
estimates.
how do you know that's not what sent the distress call?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's just get the fuck out of here.
We should not discriminate against what alien species
Oh
may
my
look like.
God.
Okay, you heard it.
You know what?
I
You
don't-
go talk. You go talk to it. Yeah, go ahead. Go around the corner. You go
Oh,
talk to it. I'll
very-
wait right here.
Very well.
It is a
You
ghost
heard
made of
it.
excrement.
No,
Look,
ectoplasm.
All you species with your verbal languages sound just like that to me. I'm going to go check it out.
Yeah, I'll come with.
Real quick,
You
could I have
Yeah.
described it enough to let some knowledge checks happen?
Oh, yeah. I would love to do that.
Yeah. So, let me pull up the character sheet so I can get my list of
Does this
skills
sound
in
like
front
a
of me.
mysticism, or what the heck would this be?
Yeah.
So, if anybody wants or is trained in survival or life science to recognize the call of whatever this creature is,
Putting
It is
my
a
dice
23
away.
life science.
It's a 15 survival.
It's a 27 survival.
nice. So, in your survival training, you've heard interesting stories about mushroom people and what happens when one of them is in danger and the scream that it unleashes. While similar, this carries the thick reverberation of some form of goo that seems to have encapsulated whatever mushroom creature currently exists inside.
Can I ask any questions about it?
You can ask 2 questions.
Is the goo like a parasite? Is this something
No.
that is like... No, okay.
From your brief glance, the goo and the mushroom roots inside appear to be intertwined.
So more of a symbiotic relationship?
Yes.
Okay. And tell me one interesting thing about it then. A neat
Like
skill.
long walk on the beach.
Favorite food.
A neat skill. The shriek that it let out appears to be a warning, and based on its bodily capacity, you would imagine it could scream much louder.
Would a 23 life science have gotten anything different?
Yes, so Kay, you can ask me 1 question.
Is this a warning sign for people to get away, or is this a warning sign that we are potentially entering its area and may be attacked?
It is a warning sign showing rage rather than danger at this scale.
Kai will immediately reach out to Lati, try and take their shoulder.
I'll just
Say,
reason with it.
it is screaming with rage. You are very good at negotiations, better than I, certainly. However, you will have to be very careful. I am not sure even you can succeed.
Well, I could.
Why didn't you say that in the first place?
I
Did you
did.
see the processing across my visor? I was processing that scream. If you would like an
Very
example
well.
of a scream of warning, it would be...
No.
Oh,
How about we just leave it alone and we take the stairs?
I'm gonna be 100% with you here for a moment. None of you are particularly good at being sneaky, and it's looking straight down the hallway towards where, like right there. Right,
and Yarlin will point over, like
right over there.
Jim, if we're listening,
Yes.
do we hear movement? Like, has it been coming towards us the whole time we've been talking?
Yes. You hear... So
That's the case.
you hear a
I will
hefty
hear.
schlorping sound, which is my
Oh.
new favorite word.
Schlorp.
As this, yes,
wet
as
meat
this
and wood.
creature moves at what appears to be its highest speed down the hallway.
Like someone mixing a bowl of mac and cheese.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Yarlin's
Uh,
get back over
uh,
here.
I have a quick
Guys.
question.
We move forward,
Yeah, what's up?
or we move back.
So I have telepathic message. It doesn't say I need to be able to see the person I'm sending to send a message to them, I don't think. Could I send a message telepathically and see what happens?
Yeah.
Alright. So
Let
up
me
to
double
10
check.
words.
I'm hoping this works, but I also hope all you get is just screams back in your head.
Worth a shot.
Oh, I know. Yeah, absolutely is. Anticipation.
Okay.
Does
You-
it speak our language?
Yeah.
You reach out. What is your telepathic message to this creature?
Let's see, up to 10 words. So, hello. We come in peace. Do you require assistance?
Oh, excuse me 1 second. I will be right back.
Fucking send it.
Alright, so Mira, you feel your telepathic message redirected, like through a call waiting system. And you hear, "Well, isn't this interesting? I didn't think there were going to be more of you." And can feel as something looks around through your eyes. Ah, excellent. Just what I need. As you stare at Kai.
Oh no. Do I have, like, control over my actions at all?
Yeah,
Mira, what are you doing?
Sorry, what was that, Matt?
yeah, you are in full control as the voice fades away.
Mara just, like, covers her face, her eyes with her hands, and just goes, I don't think it's friendly. I don't... It's intelligent, but it isn't friendly.
Guys, back the fuck up. And Blackscale is gonna start, like, walking backwards and start pushing whoever is behind them towards the door.
Kai is going to come forward and try to, like, just sidestep Blackscale and touch wherever just kind of form up for a moment. Be like, are we running? How are we entering? If we are not, pressing forward.
Okay, fucking run. And Blackscale is gonna set up here. And it's gonna try to cover the entrance.
Kai is going to sigh, run after Blackscale, and touch the ground directly in front of them.
Now hold on, and don't all run off at once.
And would like to cast Adhere on the ground in front of Blackscale.
Ooh.
Okay, so here in the hallway?
Yeah, like, I just want to create a spot where we can maybe get it stuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna...
So I touch a surface 1 5-foot square, and it becomes charged with adhering magic for 1 round per level, so 3 rounds. So
Okay.
I'm waiting until it gets, like, as close as possible. And if it touches that, it's going to have to make a reflex saving throw or become entangled.
Excellent. All right.
And Blackscale, it's going to lift the shield in one hand, and on the other hand, it's gonna pull one of their grenades. And she's just waiting for everyone to go and go last.
Please hurry. Points towards the ladder.
I'm going as fast as I can. You all need to wake up. I'm not as young as I used to be.
Mira would like, as she passes by, would like to try to cast Daze on it. It might not work, but worth a
Okay.
shot. It
Yeah.
only works if it's a humanoid creature with a CR of 3 or lower, so...
It is neither of those things.
Okay, never mind then.
Fun.
Great.
That's a helpful hint.
Yes.
Kai is just going to try... Kai's going to wait to make sure that Lati gets up the ladder. And if it gets in range, is going to start trying to lay down harrying fire.
Are we in initiative now? DM?
It is at the bottom of the round, so anything the crew wants to do, and it will reach the trap point at the very end
Okay.
of whatever your movements are this round.
I'm going to go 30 feet here and then climb.
Okay. So, as you are climbing,
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
That's fine.
I gotta get to the right spot here.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody came in a very different direction than I anticipated.
We got in backwards, as usual.
A little bit.
That's what TTRPGs are for, to go in backwards.
And you
We're
knocked
not
down.
going
It's
to
your
fuck
fault.
around. How are we going to
Find out. Yeah.
Exactly. All right. So, looking up the ladder, it is a 40-foot climb to the top.
Mm-hmm.
At the 20-foot mark, there is another hatch right here. And from the bottom, you can hear the sounds of it opening and closing repeatedly.
I'm about to throw Laddie in there. Like,
Yeet!
Okay, what is movement for climbing? Is it half speed or quarter?
I think it's less. I think it's half if you make a athletics check and succeed.
Okay.
But it's a ladder, so it's easier, right?
It's
I don't
easier.
know. Do I need to roll a... The GM has not told me to roll a dice.
I
You
know.
can
like
climb
to climb.
as... Yeah, you can
It's a
climb as
DC.
part of a move action. You can use your athletics if you want to try to go faster.
Okay. Looking at it, eyeballing it, how hard does this look? Like, I'm trying to get a sense in my mind of, like, what the... You don't need to tell me the DC. Like, if I said 15, would that be, like, about the DC, or is it higher or lower?
Lower. The ladder is evenly paced and designed for somebody to move up and down with all sorts of equipment.
Okay,
Yeah, standard ladder is DC 5.
gotcha. Athletics check it is. That is a 15.
Yeah, that is a success. So you can move
Alright.
up at your normal pace.
I will move up. Is it half then?
Half.
Or- Okay, so I'll move up 5 feet.
And K, that is a 23 reflex save.
Uh-oh.
Yes, it will not be slowed down by my adhere spell.
in that case, I'm gonna throw the grenade that I was holding a few feet behind it. I don't know if it has...
Can I
Is it
throw down
information
harrying
you
fire to
can-
maybe help with some of this, or?
Yeah.
It doesn't say the area.
I don't-
Okay, yeah, 10
Grenade
feet.
is going to be a short.
No,
How
it's
big
10
is the-
feet. So I'm gonna throw it about 10 feet behind it.
Okay.
And it is a reflex save of... Gosh, let me find it.
Is it a Mark 1 grenade?
It's a gravity grenade, Mark 1.
So the DC is 10 plus the mark plus your dex bonus.
So 10, 11, 12, plus 2 for my grenade feed. So it's a 14.
All right. Well, with its natural 1,
Oh.
it's having a bad day.
Yeah, it gets pulled 10 feet behind. Like back into the alley.
No, no.
Okay.
And I'm waiting for move the fuck up.
Yeah, Kai is going to, with a 19, succeeds in harrying fire, so it's got a -2. Or everyone has a +2 to hit if anyone tries to hit it next round, and they're just going to post up there behind Black Scale and be like, please hurry. Everyone move all organics up the ladder, please.
All right. So everybody
Guys,
gets a
move.
move action.
I guess I can go next. That's 10 feet, more or less, to the ladder. Then I gotta make that athletics check.
Yep.
Oh no, that's a 2.
Oh,
So it is quarter terrain, right?
Okay, so
If
Yeah.
you fail to climb, I think you just make no progress on a. If you fail by
Okay.
Yeah.
4 or less.
Yardlin's only 5 feet up the ladder, so it's not really
Yeah.
like you could have gone that far.
There's not too,
anyway.
yeah.
And
There's
Mira's
a
hands are
bottle
still
now.
shaking from earlier.
That's fair.
Yeah, if
All
you fail
right,
by
and,
4 or less, you make no progress. If you fail by 5 or more, you fall.
Oh, yeah, you're good there. So you're just not... You can't get ahead because Yarlin is currently rat butt in the way.
There's a little rat tail in your face.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
All right, Lottie.
Okay, well, you said we are in combat-ish.
Yes, combat-ish.
All right, you see that the surge of combat initiates my stellar mode, and these like little charges of electricity envelop Lottie's body as they attune to energy, which is going to give me a little bit of a speed boost.
Nice.
And you see Lottie gotta go fast and runs 20 feet, twice as much as normal, to make it right next to, is that Mira?
Yep.
By the ladder.
Okay. And then Kai and Blackscale, you are posting up there.
Black Scale, it's gonna push Kai towards the staircase, and it's gonna be Kai, help me get them up there.
I cannot assist from the rear.
Hi,
Fine.
after you.
Find a way.
Oh, here it comes.
Does it have to remake its fortitude
Dun-dun.
or reflex save
Dun-dun,
for it here?
Does it?
dun-dun, dun-dun, dun-dun.
How long does the...
3 rounds.
It's
It's
3
3
rounds.
Okay.
Let me just double check if it's got anything about...
If it passes
if
the save,
they-
it doesn't have to. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't... Once the Tango creature escapes, the spell ends.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
No.
It was a 1.
Oh.
It was a 1.
Oh.
So
I tried.
you see this creature swell and begin to fill the space of the hallway it is standing in, as it lets out another shriek. And I need everyone to make a will save, please.
Oh,
Is this
One
a
save
fear
one
effect?
save I'm good at.
Well, okay.
It is not a fear effect, it is a sonic effect.
Sonic. Is it stunning or mind affecting? Or paralysis?
No, just pain.
It's a
Okay.
10.
Is this a spell or a magical effect? Technically.
No, it's just the creature's ability to scream, basically.
I just
I'm not
have
rolling
to
this
ask.
die anymore.
No.
That's a 9.
That was a 7.
I got a 10.
We are not doing good, y'all.
17.
Okay.
Yardlin, how you doing? up there?
Yarlin?
I got a 10.
We had 1 success then, it sounds like. This
Yeah.
is cool. This is cool. We don't need stamina.
A 17 is not a success.
What?
We don't need stamina. It's cool. It's cool.
Excuse me?
We got results.
Collectively,
What is D4 doing?
you take... Oh yeah, D4 and this are super wonky. Every party member takes 8 points of damage
Okay.
as this creature shrieks, and you feel like you're on the verge of your eardrums bursting.
Don't like that.
Okay.
And everybody gets a turn again.
All right.
Yarlin,
Fuck this.
get up.
Say less.
That is a 13.
13 is a success.
Alright, I'm going up 20 feet.
Are you stopping at the hatch, or are you
Yes, I'm
going
gonna...
up?
All right, so the hatch is
that's-
15 feet up from your current position.
Is the door open?
The door is opening and closing.
Okay. Do I see anything on the other side of it?
That
I
is an
cannot
excellent
possibly
question.
angle myself.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now. There is a small sealed hallway. You don't see any lights or anything, but you can hear some echoing sounds like somebody walking around.
Fuck it, we ball. Yarlin is going to make an acrobatic leap across. I don't even know if I need to. I have like a 15 in acrobatics. I'll leave it to you if I need to roll dice. Or 12, excuse me.
You have a plus 12 to acrobatics?
Yes.
All right, roll and we'll see if you crit fail.
Uh,
Otherwise, you're
We're
good.
nat 1 fishing here.
Yeah, a 1 is always an option.
there you go.
Yarlin.
Can we just die now? Can we just all roll our new characters?
I didn't know you could crit fail skill checks in this.
This is the worst case scenario.
That's what you're mute.
All said, hey, like you could just roll a 1 with crit fail fishing. Like, why did you put it out
I think
there?
that's a GM table decision.
That's fair. I'm happy regardless.
All right,
I'm here for a good
Yarlin. You are in the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
However, you are in the hallway prone as
Okay.
you jump and the door smacks you in the back, pushing you across the floor.
Okay.
No damage.
Hey.
I'll take some damage. I rolled a nat 1.
No, I'm not here to hurt you more, I guess.
Okay.
I'm only here for the emotional wounding.
That was basically one move action?
Yes.
No, maybe so. Swift action, I will kip up. And then I'm going to quickly search for anything to shove in this door to make it easier for my friends. If not, I will use my sniper rifle.
There is nothing in this hallway. You can see some debris out in the main hall, but it is beyond another maintenance gate.
Alright. I don't know what you want me to... If you want me to make a roll or not to shove my sniper rifle in here to keep it propped open so it doesn't keep opening. Or is there like an electrical... Any sort of interface on this side where I could...
There is
push
a
buttons?
small panel right here. If you would like to try to make a computers check,
Oh, computers, okay.
or
Go ahead.
I'd allow engineering
Okay.
to try to stabilize whatever's happening with the door.
13.
Passable. The door remains open, and you regain the ability to open and close the door.
Alright, I will park my little tuchus over here. And that is my turn.
All right, Mira, you are next in line for the ladder.
Alright, let's see if I can actually climb it. Okay, that's a 7. That'll do it.
Yeah? So let me temporarily enable flying for you.
So, go up 15 feet. I think so. Is
Okay.
that enough for me to get to through the door?
The door is 5 foot higher, so you can attempt to jump through it.
I think I'll wait.
I mean, so the door is no longer opening and closing. So what is your acrobatics total?
0.
Fair. All right. So you're going to hang tight and wait a second?
Yeah, or I guess. Could I remember the action economy? Can I use a movement, just a little more movement to climb up a bit higher?
Yeah, you could use an additional movement to move up and into the space. All right, so you are successfully in the room. And for folks in there, you're going to want to switch to your mid-deck rulers. Lottie.
Or what?
Swap your camera setting to the mid-deck setting.
It's in the pinned post in the Discord.
Yep.
Thank you. Just that part.
Lottie is going to look at Kai and say, Kai, they're after you. I want you to go ahead, and I will cover you.
That is not logical.
Yes, it is. Now do what this old person says, and get yourself up this ladder. And I will delay until after Kai.
Okay. So Kai, what you doing, buddy?
Kai is going to look very confused because none of this makes any sense. But they also know better than to try and argue with Lottie. So they will do one more round of harrying fire just to try and soften this big boy up. That is not my spells. Go. That's only a 5 with a nat 1, so I do not lay down harrying fire.
You find yourself a
And-
little distracted, learning that whatever's here is looking for you.
This is very strange. Like the little lights are moving all across the projectile visor, and they will move 10 feet to the ladder. And then this athletics is going to be real fun because I have a -1 to athletics, and that's a 4.
Oh god.
Oh no.
No, I don't go up the ladder.
Okay. And black
He's doing
scale.
great.
You have all those skill points.
I'm gonna take my turn now.
Okay.
So Lottie is still waiting for Kai to go up first, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to snap my fingers, and this mushroom thing is going to need to make a fortitude save as this lightning begins to wrap around it.
That's a 10 total.
Okay, that's a failure. So if until the end of my next turn, if they move from that space, they will be. The sheet says burning, but because I'm energy attune instead of photon attune, it will be electric damage from the
Okay.
burn. Electric burns.
Electric burns.
And then I am going to try to demoralize it. If I can.
Okay.
So, let's see. I have improved demoralize, so I can use this as a move action. And I will make a intimidate check against 15 plus 1.5 their CR. And if I succeed, they are shaken. I'm not rolling that die anymore. I'm going to roll in game.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so 16 plus... That is a 26.
26 just fails.
Ah. Okay, that's my turn.
All right. Black scale.
Black scale, get to the ladder.
Well, this thing hasn't tried to actually hit me yet. So I am going to kind of risk it. Let me do some math. Okay, so it's 15 feet to the ladder. If I carry someone, what is this? How does the speed look like here? Like half? Half speed?
Yeah, so you would be halved, and then climbing up the ladder would half your speed again. And that's on a successful athletics.
So yeah, it makes no sense. So I'm going to move. I'm gonna move here. Still covering their asses with my shield. Waiting
He
for
comes
them.
after you. He does the electric slide.
Yeah, and we'll see how it goes.
All right, and it is indeed going to move. So go ahead and roll that damage.
Okay, so yeah, it is now burning. It's gonna take 1d6 electricity. It's gonna be 1 electricity.
So you do see that as the electricity strikes around this creature, it seems to have much more of an impact than you thought it would.
Okay. Okay.
And the fluid that it's existing in starts to sizzle and has light smoke streams come off its body before you hear an environmental alarm begin to ping a warning.
Yeah.
So, Yarlin and Mira, you are up and safe-ish in this midway hatch. Is there anything... You do have your rope if you want to attempt to lower it down to assist.
I mean, if they're failing to...
Yeah, I don't think we can make
Okay,
the
okay.
DC any lower.
So, and what I really cannot see lower than a 5. Like, that's just...
I know.
At best, tying it to around your waist so you don't fall to the ground, but that's going to take time, which we don't really have.
I have it here.
You could...
That's
Swoop,
true.
Climb.
Kai could glue it, yeah.
Glue Lati to my back and leave.
I think
let's
Lati has a better chance of passing this than I do, actually.
Will someone glue themselves to my back? The other person leaves.
Take Kai with you.
Yarlin is going to delay.
Okay. Mira?
So, if Mira were to move to the edge of the door and kind of look out, could she have line of sight on this creature?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. I don't think I can actually get myself... Oh, there we go. Alright, and let me check that it's in range. I think that should be 30 feet.
It is 23 feet away from you.
Nice. Alright. Alright, unfortunately since I used movement to get there, I can't charge up, but I'm going to take aim at it with my forked pistol and try to blast it, just to...
Okay. Try and get some hits in.
That is a 19.
And your forked pistol, is it energy or like piercing damage?
What's the damage type?
It says E and F.
Electricity
Okay.
and fire, so it targets EAC.
All right, so 19 just hits.
Alright, it does 1d3 plus 1. I don't have any d3s, so... One sec.
He's
1d6 and
Oh,
5
yeah.
is 1, 5 is 2, and 6 is 5.
Alright, so that would be... 3 electric and fire damage.
Does it separate them out at all?
It's half and half, and if there's a leftover, then the player gets to choose what one that does.
Okay.
Okay. So
you
that
could do
case,
2 electric, 1 fire.
2 electric, 1 fire then.
Okay, so it has a more significant impact with the electric, and you watch as the fire causes whatever ooze this is made of to begin to bubble and leak gas out around it.
Oh boy.
I need
Am I okay? That was the question.
Why?
Black Scale, Lottie, and Kai. Kai, you don't breathe.
I do not breathe.
Yeah.
I need Black Scale and Lottie to make a fortitude save, please.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
The GM even says environmental.
Not that good.
So,
Then 11.
I do have some bonuses to saves because I am plant-like. Is it
Okay.
mind-affecting, paralysis, poison, polymorph, sleep, or stunning?
It's poison.
Okay. And unless it specifically targets plants, then I don't get that bonus.
Or you do get the bonus, unless it specifically targets plants.
Yes, that's what I meant.
Okay, yeah, no, it is not specific to plants, it is...
Okay.
It is a plant saying, stay away from me.
Okay, so that is a 23.
Okay.
11.
So that is a success for Lottie. However, a failure for Black Scale.
Yeah.
So
fine.
Black Scale, you take 2 points of poison damage and
Okay.
become weakened according to the Constitution poison track.
Oh.
Oh no.
As
Oh no, that is bad.
this liquid mercury is evaporated into the air in the fire.
Do you want to hear what Weaken does?
Sure. I was gonna Google it, but sure.
So in addition to just being poisoned, so you take 1 damage straight to your HP, you take a -2 to fortitude saves, constitution checks, and constitution-based DCs. Every time you make a fortitude save against the poison from here on, whether you succeed or fail, you lose a hit point.
Okay. Great. We're doing fine.
I thought about taking.
I'm so sorry.
Your spells, and I didn't. Oh no.
And this is great for the tank. It's like the best thing that it could happen for the tank. Like,
We love it here.
I really did not think you guys were going to come in this door.
Why? Why would you not? You made a player drop down there and then put a juicy door. How did you not see this coming?
I was gonna go down, pick him up, and go through the front door.
Look, it just
Like
means we're going to have an
normal
easy
people.
exit.
If we make it.
If we survive.
We survive. Little cart before the horse there, sir.
So who's going to glue themselves to my back?
Kai.
And who's gonna try to climb? Please, we need to get out of here.
Kai has the lower athletics.
Yes.
Okay, let's do this.
All right, so that means Lottie is making an athletics to climb the ladder?
I will, yes.
Okay.
But I'm
And-
waiting for them to go up first.
And Kai
No,
is
you
gluing
go
themselves to Black
I'm
Scale.
slow. I will slow you down. Go, get Kai to safety.
Okay, so seeing all this happen, is there any way I can do any other kind of like check to figure out, knowing more, any kind of weakness, anything I could do to help my crew, since I am literally bottlenecking us here?
Knowing more, death is technically an exit. So, knowing more, you can attempt a life science if you wish to understand more about the creature, or a computer's check if you wish to understand how the ship may assist you in this. Especially since you're hearing environmental alarms and could be closer.
The computer's check is a 21.
A 21. You quickly access your data pad and can see there are several vents for the wow, my brain went. For the environmental controls nearby to control heat and air conditioning. Cooling something of this makeup could cause it to solidify and severely slow it down.
Right. Kai is like clicking on things and is like, Lexgale, please throw me over your shoulder.
Black Scale is filling themselves with patient. No, we couldn't go up the staircase. Now I have to throw them.
No, I meant like on your shoulder and
Okay. Oh, like pick you up. I'm okay. Yeah, I can do that.
Piggyback.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do like firefighter style.
Kai has no pride. They're very happy to just.
Well,
Yep, both hands are kind of going on this, interacting with the hexes on their visors.
And I'm gonna try to go up.
okay, so go ahead and make an athletics check. And Kai, are you spending your entire turn to activate the environmental controls?
Yes, I can use my holographic interface, which, if that helps. But yes, I would just like to do whatever I need to do to try and access these environmental controls and
Okay.
save my crew, please. The organics are bleeding.
And let's see what...
I rolled a 17.
Okay, that's a success. So you are at 5 foot movement carrying Kai up the ladder.
Yeah, like 25, 17, like, yeah, like 8 feet of movement.
So as you reach your 5 foot placement, you hear the air conditioning unit kick on, and instead of lightly puffing a cloud of air, there is a blast of freon-filled air. And you watch the liquid mercury that is slightly mobile in this ooze creature begin to lock in place, solidifying at the sub-zero temperature that the freon is producing.
Too late, Kai says. Please brace yourselves.
The other thing I'm going to do is I am going to throw the rope at Jaren, and I'm gonna tell them, like, tied it somewhere because I don't know if Lati is gonna need help.
Okay.
And I'll step into initiative and grab the rope and tie it around the hatch of the door frame. Does that work?
Yeah.
Okay.
The worst case scenario, you can tie the rope around your waist and I can pull you up.
No.
No, not you, Lati. Worst case scenario, Lati can tie themselves to the rope and I can pull them up.
I've still got a few tricks up my sleeve, but thank you.
You have 6 rounds to make movement while this creature is stuck in place until the mercury defrosts enough for it to move again.
So
I can kill it in that time, right?
You can make an attempt to, however, it is the tensile strength of mercury exceeds the tensile strength of steel when frozen.
I need to roll another athletics, right? Then to keep going up.
The amount of time you have available, I'm going to say you can collectively get into the safety of this little hatch.
Kai is just going to be very happily over the very broad shoulder, just tapping away, trying to get any and all information out of the computer they can get about layouts, where dangers are, what this thing might have been, how it got loose. Just tick.
Real quick.
Now that everyone's up here, Yarlin's gonna hit the button to slam it shut once everybody's in.
Why the fuck are we here?
We're answering a distress call, remember?
No, I forgot in the time that my life was threatened. Also, lightning seemed to not be good for that thing. Let's not do that one again, okay?
Yeah, but
Lightning
fire
was fine. It's
makes
Two-
it.
fire.
Yeah, I'm so sorry about that. By the way,
I'm fine.
We have learned.
Yes, to clarify, lightning does extra, and fire activates its ability called inflammable but toxic.
Okay.
Can I try to do a saving throw? Is a fortitude saving throw against the poison?
I think that's supposed to be
Yeah.
round by round, right?
I just want to zap it one more time out of spite.
So the poison only lasts 1 minute.
Okay.
It has a fixed duration because I didn't want to be too cruel with constitution damage. And if you would like, you can attempt to zap it as the door is closing.
Oh, I'm gonna zap it because my stellar revelation has kicked in because it's been 3 rounds. So go ahead and make me a fortitude save, and I will roll some electricity damage. I'm gonna roll
Okay.
quite a bit of electricity damage.
5d6?
I'm
Or it's
rolling
disgustingly
4d8.
fun.
Okay.
That is a 20 fortitude save.
Okay, so you take half of 17 electricity damage. So you take 8 electricity.
Okay.
That's for messing with my crew.
And now here you are.
real quick, did anybody get any of it on them?
I think I'm clean.
Oh, if when you shot it, I got something on me, maybe.
No, nobody made physical contact with it, correct?
No, physical
No.
attack. No.
Okay,
Okay.
you're
I was
good.
about to say I've got an absolute compass, so if I get a bit of it, we can keep track of where it is in relation to us, but only if I've got a sample of it.
I'll try next time.
Is it still frozen down there?
Just leave it.
How far down is it?
Yeah, just like locks
Nope,
the fucking
nope.
hatch. Like no.
I
Fuck
have
off.
a hand. I can. All right.
Wow.
How about
I
we
support
get out of
scientific inquiry.
here?
How are you gonna pull something off that has tensile strength higher than steel? What are you
A piece of
doing?
it, I froze it. A piece of it might have broken off on the ground. I could simply collect it.
Yarlin's just anxiety, like pulling at hair. Like,
I support your endeavors, but how about we find a way to get out of here?
But how about no?
Yeah.
all right. I'm going to try to engineering my way through this door, so we don't have to make a bunch more noise. 20. If it's not a trap, so 28. Unless it is
28.
trapped, then it's a 29.
It is not trapped, and you find that from the inside, there is a rather accessible mechanical release.
Perfect.
Picks the lock. Picks the lock.
Oh, there's just a flip.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's just a switch right here. Gotta stay sharp.
Lottie,
I'm coming.
why did you state it was after me?
Oh, it's
Did-
Mira who said that first.
Yeah, Mira said it. And when the I don't know what happened, Mira, but it didn't seem like you were yourself.
Yeah, Mira has taken out a. At first, it looks like prayer beads, but it's actually a bunch of different holy symbols all strung together, and she's just counting through them like a rosary almost, like. And she's just going, yeah. When I tried to make telepathic contact with it, it seized control of my eyes, and it looked at Kai and said that you were just what it needed.
That is disconcerting.
GM, with all the physical science rolls that I did, this isn't a species that would normally be capable of something like that, right?
Correct. And a point of order for Mira.
Yeah.
You can definitely feel that whatever telepathic contact you tried with that creature, you were redirected to its hive mind.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
The thing that was
clarify.
standing in front of you, the thing that was standing in front of you is mindless.
Clarifying. Yeah. Sorry. Not that thing. Whatever it's hooked into, it's part of a hive mind, I think. And whatever the hive wants you, I guess, is more accurate.
I suppose I could be very desirable.
No comment.
As such, we should be sure that they do not get what they want.
No, we get out of here as soon as we can.
Can I find a map or anything of this place? Is this computer being
Oh,
wasted
yeah.
at all?
Now that you are within the ship, you do have access to the general layout of the space station. So to your right is the maintenance bay. The bulkhead doors.
Is the maintenance bay? There are bulkhead doors. And they just repeat this out, like pointing.
There's a pair of bulkhead doors ahead to the left that leads to a hallway to the engine room. And then going past the bulkhead doors, continuing down the hall to the left, there's a set of stairs that lead to collective crew bunks and eventually to the main floor of the ship space station.
Do we wish to search for survivors to aid, or simply eat a hasty retreat?
If there are people around, we do need to help them, and if that distress signal is still going out, there could be more people tricked like us, or trapped, or something
My
like that.
thoughts exactly.
Real quick. This is gonna be a little cold-hearted, but yeah, given what we just went through, I just want to say, if we get back to the ship, we can absolutely just damage the station or target the radio and get rid of it and make sure nobody else comes here. Like, I'm with y'all to the end. Like, you have put up with my shit. You've helped me find a place that I feel like I belong. I just don't want to see any of you die over something that we can just erase.
On that note, I would probably like to sit down and just rest for a moment.
Yes,
That
you
took
have
a
been
lot out of me.
damaged.
Oh, don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
How far away can I, and you can tell me no, but can I do any, like, scans for life signs or anything like that right now? Try and figure out
So,
where
scanning
it would
for
be
life
most likely-
signs.
Yes.
There are a number of things as you adapt your calculations to include the creature that you just encountered and what its physical makeup represents. Pings all across the ship. Some of them a blending of that creature and humanoid genetics. You find 6 remaining life forms aboard the ship that are still fully without this infection.
Is that 6 that I can ping from here, or is that, like, 6 down from the 15?
That is 6
Really
down
stupid.
from the 15.
Kai, like, they have, like, a face of when they've, like, discovered something, and you see them kind of go, and then they, because they know this is going to distress the organics. So they're, like, trying to figure out, with their negative charisma modifier, how to break the news gently. The little beach ball is spinning.
Just let it out, Kai. I've seen that face before.
Wait, Kai, before you do, let me leave. I'm gonna go over to that bulkhead, and we're gonna see if I can get in there, and you can tell them the bad news, and that way I don't have to keep going. We should just leave and blow this place up.
Be cautious when you do.
I always am.
Now that I have calibrated for the creature we encountered below, there are more. That is not the bad news.
Okay. Well, when Mira said that they had a hive mind, I assumed they were more, so we're fine. What's the bad news?
My initial scans indicated 15 sentient life forms aboard this vessel. There are now 6, and it seems that there are some of those creatures who show signs of both that species and a humanoid species.
So the good thing is a parasite or something?
Or preserve us.
So what do we want to do? We want to try to save the 6 people that could be alive while we find them? Or do we
Given my
want to commit to leave?
Given my calculations, it is very unlikely that we will be able to find all 6, given how quickly the others have gone down.
Kai, do you have access to the intercom system on this space station? Can you send out a message that we are here and that they should remain in whatever safe quarters they can find while we attempt a rescue?
One moment. Voice in the sky. Do I have access to the intercom system?
You can see where the intercom system would be controlled, and all of its power is currently diverted to the medical bay.
No. However, I believe we will find some living specimens. I mean, sentience, in the med bay. It is just this way.
And yes, the medical bay is up the stairs to the left as part of the main floor.
Can we take a 10-minute rest before?
Yeah,
we
how
continue?
safe does this area feel?
Oh,
With the
that's what
hatch
I was-
sealed... Yeah, go ahead.
I wanted to try to knock this one open with engineering.
Or knock which one open?
The
Door.
Okay.
Can I scan that room? Do I see any freaky life forms in that room?
There are no life forms present in that room.
I do believe that would be a safe place to take a rest if you are able to open it.
Wee, let's go. Nope, probably not. Maybe. The 16?
So 16, Yarlin, you go up to the door and you're very ready. You're moving around. You're touching everything you can find, and then you just see a green button that says "open" and touch it,
There's no way, right? Click. God
and the door
damn it.
slides open.
See,
Hey.
there's benefits to coming from the back entrance.
So on D&D, the curse is doors, and Starfinder is stairs.
Ladders, yeah.
Yeah.
Kai immediately goes to the computer terminal. Ooh. Hello, friend.
Hey, I'm
You
before
have-
do that. I'm gonna close this door. We don't need to make any extra noise. Hey, go ahead.
All right. Am I good to take a short rest here?
A 10-minute rest.
Yes.
Recover some stamina.
I would love to recover some stamina
Same.
and resolve point.
Yes, you can do so in this space, and Yarlin, you can see enough controls on the doors to lock it from this side.
Okay. It normally takes 20 minutes to exhaustively search, like to take 20 on a perception check.
Okay.
But I can do it in 5 minutes. So yeah, I want to just
monster.
Yeah, I basically just want to search. It's going to be a 29 this entire room while they take a 10-minute.
Yeah, Kai doesn't need a 10 minutes, so is going to get real cozy with the computer, try to download any schematics they can. Just sweet talk it just a little bit, see if we can get on friendly terms, see if we want to, like, chat, exchange numbers.
Great. Here I can. Okay, no, I don't have
Exchange
anything
IP
about removing-
addresses. What are you trying to remove?
I was just seeing if I have anything for removing poison, but no. I have healing touch, but that's only for HP.
No, but the poison is gone.
It was expired,
It lasted
Yeah. Yep.
only 1
I know,
minute.
just for future reference.
Oh yeah. If they do that.
That's fair. So, inside this space, there is a large set of exhaust fans hidden behind a series of bars and pipes. To the left of the room, you see a water dispensing unit, as well as the computer that Kai has claimed. Center of the floor, there is a workbench with a minigun currently in the middle of being repaired, and one of the ship's engine cores has been removed and is set on jacks and chained to the ceiling for repair. There are a large number of crates and additional bits and bobs here as you look about the space.
Erdlin, could you repair the gun? Would you enjoy it?
It's not really my thing, but maybe for black skill. I'll take a look at it.
What do I roll to gun?
What do I
And
roll
do I get a
to
bonus for
gun?
being Texan?
If I assist, do I also get the Texas bonus to gun?
Maybe. So it's going to be engineering to use the available tools and components here to restore this gun to its former glory.
I
Damn.
think between us we could do it.
That's a 28.
28?
I assist
Yeah,
with a
so
12.
so everything everything you need to repair the gun is in this space. As a note, it is unwieldy. It is something very heavy to carry. It's going to take a lot of effort.
Black skin.
But if you
Would you
so
like a large
choose,
weapon? It now works.
How big is it?
Yeah, you just see Yarlin like pop up on the table, slap a component in, then scurry off over to the side, like go grab another one.
It's like 6'5" friendly, or is it bigger?
it would be 6'5" friendly. It does require us a strength 16 to carry, so you would be just at the limit of carrying it. And it is actually like a minigun.
God.
Let's. I'm gonna strap it to my bag,
Okay.
to my big bag in the back. We'll probably find a use for it.
Its name is Phil.
Hi, Phil.
As in fill 'em full of holes.
Oh, I see what you did. Very clever.
Kai, when you scanned this ship, did you not notice that? I thought you said something about the water purification system being offline. Could that be this?
Perhaps. Can I move up to this panel and tika?
Yeah. So this is not the water purification unit. This is simply a dispensing area. But looking at it, the water inside is murky brackish and contains traces of mercury.
And when I so I was able to affect the environmental controls in that area before. Could I, with this much more robust computers, could I find a way to like potentially reduce the temperature of the ship of the station
Ship wide?
to maybe slow down these creatures some, even if it's not like sub-zero?
What is your total computer skill?
11.
It's going to be very difficult for you to achieve, but it is possible.
I can aid.
Good. Come do these calculations with me.
And Yarlin looks like they're just randomly pushing buttons and going beep boop beep. But as long as I don't roll a 1, okay.
There you go.
That is a
IR
26
programmer.
plus 2 for 28.
Okay. So you are able to access at least the temperature controls. You do see a note that the main environmental controls require servicing, but you can temporarily lower the temperature of the ship.
All right. So I'm going to keep the levels normal now, but before we leave, I'm going to activate that. Can I tell where the main environmental controls are so that we can try and...
Yes.
We can know where we need to go if we need to do that.
Going up the stairs at the opposite end of the hallway you came down, you're going to... It leads into the crew bunk area. There's a door that leads to the main hall. The environmental controls are off what is called the Welcome Center, which is exactly what it sounds like. There's baggage check, all that kind of stuff for visitors to the space station.
Unrelated to the map that Kai has, what's the area that the warning... We received the warning once we got here. The first time Kai connected to the local computer. We need to pass through that area to get there, or the med bay, or we can avoid it?
You can avoid it. So there's a section, and you can see on the map, there's a section of the main hall where the supporting beams and ceiling have come down and just blocked access from the entry hall into the main hallway. But by passing through the welcome area, you can access both of those areas safely.
Okay.
Safely.
Yeah. Okay. So, guys, do you think we need to do anything else here, or are we ready to move on?
Kai will look at Lati. Are you repaired?
As well as someone of my age can be. I'm ready to move on.
You mean that literally and not metaphorically?
Yes.
I'm simply checking. Sometimes organics use metaphors in confusing ways.
It's very kind of you, Kai, but I think I've known you long enough to know not to try and wax poetic with you.
It is appreciated.
Okay, let's go.
So once again, Kai will flip the environmental controls to make it cold and then say, "Too late. Please brace yourself."
What?
Yeah, so right before Kai advises you brace yourself, you hear the air kick on. And the temperature drops 15 degrees in a very short span.
I have a hypothesis that this may slow down the creatures that we encountered before, and thus make it easier to escape them.
Okay. Be right back.
And I'm gonna go poke around the corner quietly. stealthily, if that's okay with the DM.
That's okay.
Would you like me to roll the dice, or can I just do it? It's a 20.
Your like
Okay.
stealth bonus disgusting.
It's 16.
Yes.
Yeah, just that's level 3. Disgusting.
Yeah, that's.
I love it.
Not fair.
All right, so you do manage to sneak your way out. You can see this pair of bulkhead doors, which Kai has indicated leads to the engine room. You don't hear anything in terms of movement, nothing beyond the steady hum of the environmental controls pumping cold air into this space.
Alright. Going to motion for them to follow, and then move up to the next corner of the intersection.
All right. There is a relatively well-lit set of stairs and a pair of bulkhead doors ahead of you.
May I step around the corner and look to see if there is a green button on the bulkhead doors?
There is a green button on the bulkhead doors.
I would like to use my telekinetic hand and press it before Yarden can.
While Yarlin is standing there?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So,
I don't like how you asked that.
We were supposed to go to the medical bay. We don't need detours. That's not where we're going.
What button?
Yarlin,
Yeah.
I need you to make a reflex save, please.
No.
Hooray.
Guys, like, I am doing humor.
That's 17.
Okay. All right. So, a 17. The door opens and water comes gushing out, shoving Yarlin back towards the crew. As you hear creaking from inside as pipes continue to stream water. And you hear a steady burble that sounds like, we'll see everybody back here next week at 7:30 on Monday. So, as always, thank you to everybody for joining us from home. Thank you to all the players for coming out and playing. We'll be back here with more of our Starfinder SRS Polaris adventure Monday at 7:30 p.m. And if we want to do a speed run, we have 4 minutes before ads cut us off. If folks want to speed run, who they are and where to find them.
In order, who was first?
I was. Hi, I'm Abby. You can find me on Twitter at @abhorrentabby or on Instagram at @therubywitch.
Hi, I'm Cam. You can find me at Full Round Action Gaming on Twitch.
Hi, I'm Kay. You can find me at KDamnFear on Twitter or Chaotic Wholesome Presents everywhere else.
Leslie, check out emergencypowerpodcast.com, and you can also find me on Mastodon at epn_Leslie at dice.camp.
Hi, I'm Najra. You can find me as Najra Creations on most social media, and thank you for being here.
And I'm Matt. Apologies for the speed run. I ran out of snoozes for the ads, so we will be back with more adventures next week, and I'm going to swap to be right back while I find somebody to raid. So thank you everybody for coming out, and we'll see you again real soon.
Bye.
Bye.